I also did buyer targeting. So I knew that this was going to be an interesting property. I knew it. I knew it because it was a multi-family duplex, right? That was being used as a single family home. Okay. And that's because the owner had a lot of family members living there. So they were using it as the intended duplex purpose. And then their family living in the property reduced. And it was just too much. They just used it as a single family home. So I knew part of my strategy had to be not only listing this as a single family home, because that's what it was being used for. My broker and I worked together and I marketed this also as a multi-family listing on the MLS. So we were capturing buyers that were looking, traditional buyers that were looking for a beautiful home on a little compound, half acre, gated property. And we're also targeting investors looking for multifamily opportunities. So the buyer targeting is important. And I know the previous agent, they listed it under one category, and it's not, and that's like intimidating maybe to some agents, but there are certain rules because you have to present the property the way it is. You can't make false representations, right? So I knew it was being used as a single family, but the auditor site, and it was being taxed as a duplex. So if you do it right, you can list one property in multiple categories. You just have to cross-reference them. And that's like that's my profession kind of like standard. Like, so we don't have to get into that. It's not important for the seller necessarily. They're not concerned with that.